Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of our Nest Talks, or Happy Nest. I'm glad that you're here with us. We're finally back shooting this next episode of Nest Talks. I have a great David with me today, and I'm so glad that you're here. Of course, he's gonna help structuring this Nest Talks. We've had a few issues with planning and executing on Nest Talks. We are entrepreneurs, so we are busy people. We tend to be, at least. But now we're back, and hopefully the mission is to execute one podcast and video cast per week, more or less. Let's see how it goes. But that's the goal. So today we're just gonna get to learn this amazing guy, and also move on, and we're gonna talk about where is this podcast gonna go, and how can we help you the most. So again, a bit, maybe you should tell the guys a bit what is Nest. Just like one fast pitch, just like 30 seconds. Go.
All right, let's do this. So thank you for having me, first of all. It's a really pleasure to start this podcast and a video cast as well. So Nest Copenhagen is a community of 21 people living together in 4 apartments. You know, those are the creators, entrepreneurs, really bright people that have, you know, the same spirit to change the world. And as here's Rasmus is changing the world, so a lot of other people try that as well. So yeah, that'll be the pitch.
Yeah.
It's the best co-living space in the world.
Boom. Yeah, so a lot of different people together. It's great to be a part of. But moving on, and why we want to what we want to share today is a bit about entrepreneurship, and hopefully you can learn a bit from this story. I want to first of all ask a bit about when you knew you wanted to go into entrepreneurship. Like, when was the first time you met entrepreneurship in the way it is? Like, was you sold drugs? Or, like, what did you do? What was the first time you felt, okay, business, that's what I want to do?
Yeah, all right. So I think I had like 2 moments in my life where I felt this. First of all, is unfortunately that I don't really come from an entrepreneur family. And, you know, I always heard from my parents like, hey, you cannot do this and you cannot do that. And what if your boss tells you to do this? Then you have to listen and do that. And I never liked it. In a way that they used it in my childhood, how they, you know, behaved to me in that way. So that was first thing from very young age, where I felt like, hey, this is something wrong. There has to be another way. And then second part was when I was 15, I started a first like little business. So I was running scooters from the mountains. Like, you know, I was renting out scooters on the mountain. Then people went downhill on the scooters, and then I took the car and brought them up again. The only problem was I didn't have a driving license. So I had to actually, at the time, of course, right, because I was 15. So I had to convince my older friends and actually my dad to be the driver to take the scooters up. So obviously this was very hard.
Where was it? Where was it?
So it was in the Czech Republic. I'm originally from Czech Republic.
Okay, yeah.
It was like when I think I didn't even start high school. So it was in a town from where I'm from. It's actually a very touristic place, so there are a lot of tourists. So that's why I saw the opportunity.
So it was the tourists renting these.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I
just provided the service.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I asked, yeah. But then,
how did the tourists get in touch with you?
So that was the local road how to get on the mountain.
Yeah.
So I just had the billboard on the, you know, at the beginning of the road. I was standing there with the scooters, like, hey, you can have this service for this and this money. But yeah, like but it didn't really go very well for long, because obviously, you know, I didn't have the power to do it, as I didn't have the driving license, and that was driving me crazy. So
yeah, you had other people to drive the scooters up the mountain.
Yeah, like I was doing everything I could. I bought the scooters, etc. But then if you are not able to do it alone, or have the power to do most of it, then it's very hard to scale such a business.
Was there competitors? Was there more people trying to?
No.
You were the only one.
Yeah, I was the only one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good though.
It was a good
Like,
business. It was a good business. But yeah, obviously
controlling the market. 100%.
Yeah, but obviously very hard to scale. So I did that only for one summer, and then I didn't continue. And yeah, then
But was your prices maybe too low then? you could if you were the only one in the like controlling the whole thing, then you could
no
1,000 euro for this trip. Or whatever.
This business, it's not that much about prices, it's about weather. So if it's a good weather, you have a lot of people and they don't care about the prices. And if it's a shitty weather, you don't have any customers for any price.
Okay.
No matter the price.
So your prices was
so again very
flexible.
yeah. So again, very unpredictable business.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was just a hobby. But at
how
the
many
time,
scooters did you have? You had a lot of scooters.
I think I had like 6 or 7.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
And when you say scooter, I imagine like, was it something nice, or was it a bit like, how was that thing? Was it
the wheels were like 20 centimeters or something.
Okay.
So they were kind of mountain oriented.
So there was not that many roads.
No.
We know roads.
No. The road was concrete.
Okay.
But still, yeah. It was definitely not scooter for a city. Yeah.
And just maybe because the guys don't know what you do now, so maybe also pitch that, because like people now think you does he still can I get a scooter? Like
of course. No, that was 8 years ago.
Okay.
So now I'm 23, not 15. I have the driving license now. I have a software design and engineering company. So yeah,
that's completely different.
That is completely different. Yeah, this is definitely much more scalable, and and it's not just about me anymore. Like we have 7 employees at the moment.
Oh, nice. Are you so when did you go into software? Like when you was in the mountains and so on, and you rented out scooters. Like how did you come from that and then into okay, I need to sit with the computers and just like develop and code and so on.
Right. So I'm very business oriented, and for me, it's not that about what exactly we do, but the way how we do it. And so I'm very glad that I have 2 co-founders, and as you say, one is graphic designer and one is the programmer, and I absolutely believe those guys that they're doing a good job. And I'm like the guy for everything around, like the sales, finance, operations, etc.
Yeah.
So yeah,
the actual thing. No,
I have to. Yeah, exactly.
Just kidding.
Yeah. So I had to find the partners, definitely, who were geeks in those areas, and then I set up the company around, and now we're doing quite a good job, I think. And
you're doing. Is it where is the business founded? Where?
So the business was founded in Prague, in the Czech Republic.
Yeah.
From where I'm from.
Yeah.
But we are focusing on Danish market right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's.
We're good paying.
What?
We need developers.
Oh yeah.
We do.
Yeah. No, the startup scene here in Copenhagen is amazing. And I've been living here for 3.5 years now. So it comes very natural, and like really, it was from the beginning. The vision to have it like Danish based.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're gonna get here at office soon as well. But it's not. But we already have some clients here in Denmark. So
okay.
The people from our company, they come here quite often because it's just 1 hour flight and very easy to get here. So
you have most of your employees in.
Most of the employees are still in Prague, but they come here like from Monday to Friday, let's say.
Oh, okay. And you have your office in Copenhagen?
We have office in Prague
as
well, but we have some clients in Denmark already, so they come to their clients' offices.
Okay, so
to help them out on the side.
Okay,
yeah.
So they actually meet and they are with the clients.
Yeah, they are with the clients, definitely, and that's what we're trying to do. Like, okay, we are kind of remote company, but we are not that remote because I'm physically here. I've been living here.
Yeah.
And also the employees, they come here.
Yeah.
To help the clients physically. So anytime there is something very important, they can just jump on the plane and be here in an hour.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Is it then like, okay, so you have your 3 guys, and then you have how many employees as well?
So we're 7 in total. So we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
like four employees.
And they
Not right now.
are they on the development side or
It's like
graphics?
It's like half. So
okay?
so
Makes sense.
both is graphics and both are the programs.
So you're the only one selling the business actually.
I'm the only one without the skill for proper graphics and proper
No, but
programming.
still the one that's gonna no, but that's the you underestimate that part. I think like it's still being the
No, it's
one
just
that needs to sell it is still like selling is the most important in any business, right? Like actually having to.
It's
if you don't
half of it, but I wouldn't. I don't like to call it. This is more important or this is more.
No,
important. I wouldn't survive without them, and they wouldn't survive without me.
True.
So I think it's connected, and then I really don't distinguish like what's more valuable. But I definitely have huge respect to anyone who has such a hard skill.
Yeah. But do you? No. What I was going with it was more. Are you the only one bringing in jobs, or are there other people bringing in income?
Yeah. So historically, the other 2 co-founders, they also brought a lot of clients.
Okay. Yeah.
But right now we're switching everything to Denmark.
Yeah.
So then it's all about me.
Okay. But nice. Yeah, and then mainly Copenhagen area.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's only Copenhagen area. Actually, we're like rejecting a lot of clients that are from outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're only focused on the Copenhagen area at the moment, and I think it will be for the next 2 years at least.
Yeah. Do you see the language barrier in Denmark, or is it all? It's not a problem.
So we're focusing on startups.
Yeah.
And by definition, they're worldwide. They want to go out to the world.
Yeah.
So they already have English as the first language in the companies.
Yeah.
So of course it could be easier without the language barrier, but especially here in Denmark, I don't think that it's such a big thing. Like if I was in Germany or somewhere, then yeah, definitely. But here it's still doable. Again, because Copenhagen is a great market, but itself, it's not the world, right? So the companies that are starting here, they have to think globally.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I think most people, at least in the tech industry, is born global in some way.
Yeah.
They think it from the beginning. Most of them, at least.
Yeah. It comes down how big the corporation is, or like what industry they are in.
Yeah.
But especially the new hot startups, they think global first, and that's very good.
So then I want to hear about your mission. Is it to conquer Copenhagen, Denmark? Is it to cover, like, have an office here, have one in London, Hong Kong, Sydney? Where do you want to, where do you want to go?
I want to help people. I want to help the companies. And like this scale is something that I'm not thinking that much. Like,
okay.
So
it's more about actually helping a business go from startup to corporate. Like
that's definitely the thing, because we have all of the clients that we have are long term. So we don't do any short term projects. So it is usually, as you say, we get a client that is maybe at the time 5 people, and then within a year there are 50, and we're still with them and we grow with them. So it's of course profitable for both of the sides, and that's like the best scenario. Yeah,
but it's also, at least I know that not that many startups succeed.
Right.
Right. So when you focus on startups, some of them might also not go as well.
Yeah.
So you must have experienced that.
Yeah, but I have to luckily say that out of like 20 clients that we've had, we had only one problematic client when it comes to payments. And I think we're getting better and better. Okay, guys, so in case you want a tech startup all over the world, just like go here. Yeah. No, but nice. Yeah. That's impressive. That you've had 19 clients and one was not going that great. Yeah, and it was our fault. Like, we shouldn't have accepted him in the first place. Okay. We were very naive. But I think but we were learning quickly. Yeah. I think I've been naive so many times. I'm still naive. Yeah. I don't know what I don't know. Even though I think I'm not naive now, I'm probably really naive. Yeah. Yeah. No, we are all now. Okay. Yeah. And so what gets you through the day? Like, okay, so
now you're focusing on getting more Danish clients and treating those you have really good, of course, and making sure that they proceed. But how does your day look like? Is it going into networking events, just handing out business cards like, hey, I can do development, boom, 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 or like, is it how do you?
Yeah. I thought that could be the case, and it was for a month, but then we actually ran out of the capacity.
So you got too many jobs.
Exactly, like we got too many clients.
Okay.
That we weren't able to handle. So then I just sat on the computer, and then we started to attract more people.
Yeah.
More talent, and that is, when it comes to developers, as hard as to get the clients today.
Okay.
Because every developer has a job. So there's a huge competition among the companies to attract developers. So we are actually selling on both sides.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
if you're thinking like that. We hired more people, and now we again have a capacity to get the clients.
Okay.
So, but it is very fresh. So it is right now that I'm going to get into the conferences and networking events again.